let's get started.
So when did you know, like, that she was the one for you?
October 21st, 1975.
Jesus Christ, you know the fucking day?
Oh, yeah. Day of the game. We're sitting in the bar waiting for the game to start. In walks this girl.
Yeah, what's up? As you know, name's Tomaz. First time, uh, for first time this year. So
Oh yeah, thankfully this wouldn't be the first episode of the year. We actually been making progress. We came out of our hiatus. Oh yeah, but speaking of the new year, we're gonna have a lot more stuff planned. We'll have more activities, more guests, and things of that nature.
well, that's great to hear that you're making progress. It's gonna be what, almost 1 year since you started.
No, I wouldn't say a year. I could
I mean,
probably,
what, May, right? May, that's like 4 months from now.
I could probably check. Podcast, check it out. Let me see. I'm about to share my screen. Uh, for us, we have been, yeah, 8 months from now. 8 months. It's almost been a year. We got some classic ones. But yeah, we are 8 months in. I'm not gonna say we're going strong, but we're making progress. We're slowly expanding. We are now in 7 countries total.
Beginning is difficult, so uh, what matters is consistency.
Oh yeah, beginning is always the hardest because when you're in the middle of it or you're ending, coming to the conclusion of something, it's always easier. Just like going to the gym, like I can go to the gym for like 2 to 4 hours, but the hardest part is just grabbing my keys and actually driving there. Oh, there's the audio. But yeah, like going to the gym for 4 hours. The hardest part is grabbing your keys and going there. It's like once you're 30 minutes in, you're all warmed up. You're just letting time pass until you reach your limit. And that goes for like everything in life. You want to read 1,000 page book, the hardest thing is sitting down and opening the front cover.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, um, for me, like, the hardest part, like for school, right, for studying, is the hardest part is just getting to sit behind the desk and actually starting, right? Because when I lock in, I can be like up to 6 hours studying. The hardest thing is just sitting down and taking your time.
Oh
That's
yeah,
just in my experience.
it is mental. It's like even when you in like horrible situations, if the next 30 minutes is gonna be a horrible situation, and the past 35 minutes been a horrible situation, it's not that bad. I don't know how she phrased it. It was like the hardest thing about getting tortured is like the first time you experience pain from the new pain device. It's something like that, but it's like it's all mental. Go for our first topic, and we could put it in gaming. for us both being PlayStation guys, that's our primary system. Like, what would you say would be like a few games you really enjoyed?
Personally, the game I'm enjoying the most so far is Gran Turismo 7 because IRL, I love driving. Uh, and you can just replicate that kind of feeling. I mean, you can't really replicate the feeling, but it's definitely a good alternative than wasting gas all the time. Right, so I play Gran Turismo 7, like, I like to just pick a road car, go into a circuit, and, setting the fastest lap. One thing is different, driving a fast car fast and driving a slow car fast. For me, it's much more satisfying driving a slower car fast. That goes the same for real life, right? I like to push when I drive IRL, I like to push as well as my limit and as well as the car's limit. Obviously, to the point of not endangering somebody. If the road is free, I just uh, I just enjoy myself on the road. So yeah, Gran Turismo 7 definitely. Uh, the game I'm enjoying the most. Uh, of course, I play other things, right? But is catching my eye at the moment.
Oh yeah, I was just getting some more sage in the room. I like racing games too, but I like more destructive racing games. Like, my racing game of choice was Midnight Club, but like one of my favorite racing games would be like Onrush, Split Second, like MotorStorm.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wonder like where those like creative racing games went. If it isn't Forza or yeah, this is distracting. Let me put this sage somewhere else. But yeah, if it's not Mario Kart, there you go. If it's not Mario Kart or Forza or Gran Turismo, it's not really a market for racing games. They just fell out of style the last few years.
Well, yeah, the point is right that racing games like need to like have their own identity as well as they need to have like the cars that community wants, right? The reason, like one of the reasons why I think Need for Speed kind of fell off is one of them like EA is greedy. That's one, but the other one is like definitely lack of car selection. Right, our brand is definitely Toyota.
Yeah.
And the Need for Speed, right? There's no Toyotas, like there's no MR2, no Supra, no 86, right? None of these, like none of these iconic cars that shaped the car culture as it is today. None of them, right? And like uh I enjoy also rally, but there's just not like like big great rally game, right? Because EA lost their license and like they're not doing WRC anymore,
Yeah.
and there's just there just isn't a game that captures rally anymore.
Yeah, I think it's you have to get different patents from the manufacturing companies. Which I never thought about it like that. Like, any basketball game can't put LeBron in their game. Any new games you're looking forward to that's coming out?
Honestly, the truth is that for like a year or 2 years, I just don't really care what anything new comes out. Uh, except maybe like the new FIFAs every year. Those like I just get kind of excited to see what kind of ratings the players get. Not that I buy them because paying $70 for essentially the same game every year is just not efficient and a waste of money. But Plants vs Zombies remake that's gonna be on PlayStation. Like a remaster remake, right? Re-release. Not that I will buy it, but just because of the culturally, I just kind of look forward to what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
If the reviews are gonna be good, if they like it's supposed to be the same, right? But I expect very low. I have a very low expectation.
Oh yeah.
Even
I
though
played.
I look forward to seeing it, uh, I just have low expectations because I don't want to get disappointed when I eventually see it, you know,
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Since you said it's gonna be a remaster, it just might be a graphics update. Really, they're not gonna add new plants or zombie types.
It's the mystery of what what you could expect.
So everybody's looking forward to GTA 6 and probably the third podcast episode. I said that sentence, but yeah, it's just coming out at the end of the
The
year.
po-
Everybody can't wait.
the point is that I've seen like jokes around GTA 6 for such a long time that I just completely forgot that it's releasing this year. Yeah, this game is, I also look forward to seeing it, but right, but like I still one, I wouldn't buy it immediately because I know it's gonna be expensive. Then two, I I just wouldn't put too high expectations on it. You know, everyone is everyone's expectations are high because they had like what 13 years to make a new GTA,
Oh
right? And I think that's like kind of a wrong assumption to like increase expectations linear with the amount of time that passed since the last install. It's GTA. It's supposed to be good, right? It's supposed to be better than the last, right? But I'm just wondering how they can make a better story than GTA 5. Because when I played it, I thought it was perfect.
no,
Okay, maybe
GTA.
perfect can be a bit over exaggerated, but like I thought the story was very fitting.
The story could be trash and it could be like a all-time best-selling game. Looking for how realistic it is. Can do online. Yeah, I don't even think the price matters. Some people say they'll buy it if it was like $100. You know me, I'm gonna buy it anyway because that's gonna do wonders for my gaming channel. I'm gonna be posting clips and everything on there. I might even play it on the podcast when it comes out. But yeah, lately I've been playing Marvel Rivals, a little bit of Star Wars, and just like cycling through new games.
Did you hear about the Marvel Rivals drama that was a couple of weeks back
Oh
or like a week ago?
yeah, yeah, I heard about it. It's wild. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like, why wouldn't you? If you playing for 40,000, why wouldn't you try your best?
Like, I'm just gonna say that if a number one player tells me to switch fucking characters, then you know damn well that I would, and like I would treat the guy, the person like a king, right? Because if a number one player is on your team, like how stupid do you have to be to like not listen to his advice? That's one, and like kicking him out of the squad, thinking like your results are gonna get better when they got worse since the guy was literally carrying the team.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, do you play Marvel Rivals at all?
No, no, uh, I don't.
Yeah, I play it in my rotation. I don't know, a lot of people would hate to hear me say this, but I'm a squirrel girl, man. It's like this whole community is horrible. I play solo ranked, and I be getting up to platinum 2 before I really get into a lot of problems with the team. Move on to a different topic. The last time we talked about football. Did anything exciting happen?
Uh, well, this week has been like the most exciting week for football, simply because like to recap, just so you know, the Champions League is like the most prestigious uh tournament
Oh yeah,
that happens like in between the season of every club,
yeah.
right?
That's
The
smart.
only the top clubs, uh, like uh, only the top four clubs of like the top leagues participate in it. So, and this week it was the final match day. So there's four matches to play, four at home, four away, and well, since it was the last match, a lot of things could change since for qualification for the knockout stages for the Champions League, the first eight teams automatically advance, right? And the places from ninth to 26th, or 24th, I don't really remember. So ninth to I think 24th, they they need to go for another playoff. So everyone is just racing for the top eight spot because less struggle, right? And this so what was crazy in this last match week, the two teams that were already in top eight were playing each other, and uh, and the point is, if either one of them won, they would get in, they would get that top eight spot and just qualify for the round of 16 automatically, right? And because they both played a draw, right? The result was 1-1. They both fell in the playoff zone, so now they have to play a playoff. Uh, but the most craziest game was Real Madrid and Benfica when, well, first of all, where Real Madrid lost and fell down to the playoffs. And what's crazy about Benfica was that when the result was 3-2, uh, they thought that that's all they needed. All they needed was a win. And when they checked up on the table, they saw that they need to score one more goal so that they would just qualify for the playoffs. So they were like 25th, and they needed to be 24th. And in the 98th minute, the goalkeeper came forward and scored the goal from the header.
Oh, is it a
Right,
certain amount of
and the
goals?
result, yeah. So to qualify for the playoffs or for the directly for the round of 16, you get points, right? Like every win is 3 points, a draw is 1 point, and if you lose, you don't get points, right? And if teams have the same amount of points, then what they look in is the goal difference. So the difference between the goals you scored and the goals you conceded,
Oh yeah, okay.
right? And they needed to score one more goal so that their goal difference was better than the team that was 24th. And because they did that in the like last minute of the game, they just barely qualified. And what's ironic is that when the draw for the playoffs was made, once again Benfica and Real Madrid are playing against each other. The very same team that knocked out Madrid from directly qualifying. The last match day is, you know, exciting to watch and crazy just because every game is happening at the same time. So there were 16 games at the same time.
Oh,
Like
it could.
they all started at 9 p.m. my time. That would be like 3 p.m. Eastern time, and they all played, and it's all for the win, right? None of them could like make None of them could like make a tactic to see, how much they need to score, how much they, you know, there's none of that, right? If all teams are playing at the same time, it eliminates that. You can't rig or influence a result.
It could be. I know that was possible. 16 games at once. That gotta be rare.
Yeah, and obviously, a lot of people gamble on, especially the last match day because you got 16 games, right? If you like win all 16 bets, you get like a lot of money, right? And well, usually none of them win anything, but like the the stake is high, because like even if you bet like $1 on each game, right? The odds of like that bet winning for one match is you know rare enough, but to win all 16 matches is like not close to impossible, but very unlikely. That's why the cash out is so much bigger. But I don't need. But I don't. I think I don't need to explain how gambling works on your podcast.
Pretty soon we're gonna have a gambling sponsorship. I am not for or against it. Yeah, that's really interesting though. a lot of. I know there's a point system for the playoffs. I know that adds a technical aspect to it. You can't just have a good season. You have to outscore another good team to get a more favorable position.
Yeah.
Okay, at first I thought you meant like you have to make like 50 goals to be a playoff team. And I was thinking about if certain teams gotta, like, if they added that concept in the NBA, like, does a team need to make a certain amount of 3 pointers to be a playoff team? You'd be having, you'd be having like a 6 seeded Clippers team that's 100 3 pointers off despite being a 6 seed in the conference. But nah, the way you explained it made more sense. Yeah, it's a real interesting sport. I've been slowly getting into it. I was looking at football tier list, but I couldn't make any sense of it.
The new Epstein files that were released like yesterday or like 2 days ago.
Oh, did you take a good look at them?
To me, that's like the craziest bomb that dropped on Twitter like this week. Because like there's no way fucking Bill Gates was caught an STD by a Russian woman. There's no way.
Yeah, when you're rich, stuff like that can happen. I believe it. You got a rich white man who wanted to be with a random woman he don't know. That's par for the course.
But like honestly, uh and I think that's like this goes for everyone. If back then, right? Back then Epstein was considered cool, right?
By
If you got
who?
invite like back then
Cool.
when
I did
no
not
one
expect you to
when
say that.
not no 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 back then when
He cool
nobody
to
knew
you?
like when nobody no listen when nobody knew what Epstein did, so like this being like 10, 13, 15 years ago, right? Nobody knew he was a pedophile. Nobody knew what he did, right? Like he was maybe he was probably considered like a cool motherfucker. Like if you got invited to him by him to go on the island, I think anyone would go. If you knew nothing about him, like if you
But
knew
you don't
just that he
think
was a rich, if you if you you knew back then that he was a rich, cool dude that partied a lot, uh, and if you got invited by fucking Epstein to go on a party island, I think nobody would say no.
but like you don't think having a rich person having his own island for a private party not suspicious?
No.
That's
Like
crazy.
people do weird shit with money like every day.
When you say weird, that's kind of like you not equating it to illegal.
I mean, buying an island is not illegal, is it?
But when you
Like
buy, when
in a way, buying an island is kind of
that's
smart because
weird.
like the value goes up of the island, and it's like real estate, right? The island. Uh,
You equating the Manhattan skyscraper to an island. If somebody
yeah,
buys an
continue.
island, it's like what laws, like what country's laws does that island fall under? Or if it's a big enough island, do we just create your own laws for that island? That's where my mind
Like no,
goes.
that's just very simple. Like it's just like land. but in the middle of the ocean, right? You can buy it, but it's still in that country's territory.
Which country is an
It's it,
island?
like in that country's seas. Like it's not. I don't think that's the complicated part. Uh, but I think buying an island is kind of a better move than buying like a not really a better move, but like a better potential than buying like a building, right? Because a building is already there, right? The real estate like value is gonna go up either way. With the island, the value is gonna go up too. But with the island, you can do something with the island. You can build shit on it. You can, you know, do anything on that island, right?
That's
And
the
by doing
problem.
that,
He did
by doing
anything.
that, you can increase the value. So that's why, in a way, buying an island is smart if you have an idea what you want to do with it.
Yeah, Epstein had a lot of ideas.
Yeah, but like get back to like the beginning when I said back then, 15 years ago, it's okay, a little bit more than 15 probably. Let's say 15, yeah. So 2011, Epstein, rich white person, I think also Jewish, which uh back then considered the coolest motherfucker in America. Inviting rich people. You got Bill Gates. His Bill Gates is his friend. Fucking who else? George Bush is his friend. Like everyone is his friend. And
Everybody
if you
who
got
names in the
if you got
files.
invited if you got invited by him to a party, that's like that's like peak in high school when the coolest person in high school invites you to a party. That's like the same level of coolness.
Yeah.
And you're telling me you wouldn't go.
You, if the
I mean,
coolest,
without the knowledge that what happened on the island, without that, like just based on the knowledge that was back in 2011, who he was, Epstein, white, rich Jew, cool person, right? Back then, like without knowledge that, like
but
you wouldn't you go to the party?
you equating it to like a cool kid in high school inviting you to the party.
Exactly.
I don't think that's the same.
Exactly. It exactly is like that.
I'm just saying I don't have to go to an island for a party. That makes a lot of questions be raised.
Yeah, you don't have to go, but if you get invited by the coolest person and you know you don't get invited for shit, and this is like the first big thing you're invited to, why wouldn't you go?
Because it's an island. Like, why the party gotta be on the island instead of on land?
Because islands are cool. I don't know. Like,
Islands are
fuck.
secretive.
No.
Islands don't have any
Yeah, but
laws.
I mean, they do. Like, they're,
Who?
they're still they still fall into the territory of whatever country's uh, seas it's in, right?
But that
Um,
country's police and don't be over there to police the laws.
like don't you think like police boats or like helicopters don't like check up on the islands every once in a while?
So I had a police yacht or a police boat parked around the corner from Epstein's Island.
I mean, okay, not really parked, but like, like routine checkups.
I suppose, but
it's like routine checkups in like a city neighborhood. Like I don't see where I live, I don't see a cop like regularly there. When I see a police car, it's like, damn, what is he here? Right? Same for the boats, right? For the police boats, like they're just routine checkups, right?
I
They
guess.
don't like police don't have to be there all the time. Like, okay, then again, I don't really understand police like in the US because like let's face it, you got more crime than what we have here. Uh, so of course like they gotta be more police like scattered and like there. So me commenting on police is just like not really not really smart of me because like I don't know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the US police and comparing it to the police with from where I'm from. What is the same for both is that like the police don't need to be in a town all the time or in the same place all the time. Like they can go, routine checkups, right? Everything's fine, go, right?
But the new files, all it did was just put new names out there. Nobody knows what's gonna happen to those people. And to expand slash give an update on the topic, it's many weeks after the initial recording, but it is still a shame that not much has came from the releasing of the Epstein files this far into the future from the initial recording. Yeah, it's little to no impact. In fact, some people are saying the war with Iran is just a prolonged response to the releasing of the files, so we won't hold the people in the files responsible, i.e., the president. But yeah, it's just a little update on the topic. Not much that's changed.
The evening, I'm gonna go to bed now. So thanks, man.
Oh yeah, we'll see you. All right, yeah. Shout out to my boy Tomaz. You know, he's gonna be in and out the podcast. It was nice to talk to him again. As a kind of a rare topic on the podcast, I just want to talk about this weather. It has been cold. This cold front has been extra brutal. And if you go to certain stores when it was real bad, you couldn't find any toilet paper. But what I found funny was I was door dashing in this cold weather, and one of my customers ordered some lotion, and when I went to the lotion section, it was empty. I'm like, I just found that funny. But nah, it's currently like 32 degrees right now. I got my window cracked, and it's a winter wonderland. I was kind of disappointed when you see snow where I'm from, but that's really par for the course. It just freezing. It didn't make any sense. I know some places have a few inches of snow. Some places are okay, but I don't see it warming up anytime soon. It's been it's been freezing lately, and it's not all bad, but I just want to bundle up most days. I don't want to leave the house. I want to get somebody from Canada on the podcast and have them explain how they do it. I know some Canadians, we hear 32 degrees and scoff at me. I know somebody I remember somebody saying they're from Canada, and they was like in the negatives over there. I couldn't imagine. Shout out my boy Tomaz. As always, it's nice as always having him on an episode. But this has been another episode of the 8.1 billion podcast. Join our Discord, follow our socials. Shout out my boy Wallace. Shout out Remy. Shout out Roku. And we will see you guys next time.